President Ranil Wickremesinghe, addressing Parliament yesterday, introduced his plans for the 13th Amendment and devolution of power, urging a comprehensive review of his proposals. He invited fellow parliamentarians to share their thoughts, as the ultimate decision about the role and the future provincial council lies solely within the Parliament's jurisdiction. He emphasized the necessity to implement the 13th Amendment in a way that suits the nation's growth and future. He also revealed his plans to revise provincial council laws and introduce new ones with the consent of Parliament. Proposed changes include adopting the district proportional system for voting, enabling members of Parliament to join provincial council elections, and increasing women's representation to 25% or higher. He further stressed that to achieve this required consensus among all Parliament members through comprehensive and open-minded deliberations. The debate on the relevance and productivity of having provincial councils in the name of solving the national problem has been debated ever since it was proposed and forced upon us some 3 decades ago. Sri Lanka has attempted to devolve power in many ways, with successive governments initially seeking to realize decentralization of administration through the existing administrative system by adding development functions to the role of government agents and assistant government agents. Accordingly, the divisional development councils were introduced in 1971, and several other innovations were introduced, including district political authority 1973, decentralized capital budget 1974, district minister system 1978, district development councils 1981, and provincial councils in 1988. The first 4 modes were motivated by political parties and developed domestically, whereas the provincial council system was influenced by the Indian government as a mode of solving internal conflict, which is ongoing at the time. The main stimulus for the establishment of provincial councils was the devolution of political and administrative authority to sub-national level to address Tamil interests, especially in the north and the east. The 13th Amendment to the Constitution and Provincial Councils Act of 1997 were passed. These laws brought radical changes to the centralized form of governments, and the provincial councils became the second tier of the administrative structure of Sri Lanka. The Elam People's Revolutionary Liberation Front dominated in the North and East Provincial Council. However, the NE Provincial Council had a short life. It was dissolved in 1990 and then operated by public officials for many years. Until 2007, there were 7 elected provincial councils with 380 members, Central being 58, Western 104, Southern 55, North Central 33, Northwestern 52, Uva 34, and Sabaragamuwa 44. The North and East provinces were merged by the Indo-Lanka Accord on the 29th of July 1987, were demerged by a Supreme Court judgment in October 2006. Its administration continued under 2 governors from January 2007. After the liberation of the Eastern Province from the LTTE, PC elections were held and in May 2008, and the Eastern Provincial Council was set up with 37 members. In 2009, LTTE was defeated by the government and Provincial Council for the Northern Province and was established through the PC election in 2010. While having PCs as a mode of power devolution could be considered as a wise move at that time, over the years it has proven less productive and a waste of money. The political, social, and economic changes that took place over the years may have reduced the importance of having such a system. This might be the reason why India has always been sentimental and adamant about implementing the 13th Amendment in its full form, did not in fact bring it at least the discussion table this time, when President Wickremesinghe went for bilateral talks. The central government can easily carry out policy making in all areas and under strict guidelines. Public officials could also maintain and manage services taking into consideration the varying requirements of the demography. At a juncture when the country is struggling financially, it would be far-sighted to eliminate all these layers of costly bureaucracy and work with the basics.